Good morning students. Today we are going to learn the further topic of chapter 3 human reproduction. As last class we had studied about the reproductive organ of both male and female. Today we will see its hormonal production and how the puberty is going to come in both man and woman, that we will see in this portion. Okay children, what is puberty? Puberty means children when the particular organism is going to acquire its secondary reproductive stage, that will be known as your puberty. When we talk about the puberty in man, it occurs between the age 12 to 16. That is just it will start in its teenage. Okay children, or you can say that it is the adolescence period where the particular boy is going to convert into a man. Okay. The testis starts secreting certain hormones such as your testosterone at this stage, and this is the secondary sexual character, and during this time certain modification is going to take place in its body. First point, it will increase the loudness of the voice, that is the sound will become little bit loud. Then Mostek's bed is going to develop, then the physical development will be take place. Then broadening of shoulders are going to take place, automatically the height will be increased up, then they will show the attraction towards the opposite sex. As we people are talking about the man, so definitely it will attract towards the female. Then children, the formation of sperm and ejaculation of semen is also going to occur at this stage. Okay children. Then next see, what is the hormonal control of secondary sex organ in the male? So many hormones are going to secreted. The first hormone is your testosterone hormone. This testosterone hormone is going to be secreted by the Leydig cells, and they will helpful for the secondary development, or you can say that the secondary glands such as your seminal vesicles, prostate gland and Cooper gland. For that it will play a very important role. Next one is your follicle stimulating hormone. This one is going to be regulate growth, maintenance and functions of the Leydig cells along with the seminiferous tubules. Okay children. Third one is your luteinizing hormone. This is going to be secreted by the anterior lobe of pituitary gland, and it will be responsible for the stimulation of intestinal cells, that is the nourishment cells. The fourth one is your hypothalamic gonadotropic hormone. This is going to release follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. So they will be responsible for that too. Then the fifth one is your androgen binding protein or inhibition protein. This one is secreted by the serotyl cells for seminiferous tubule, as they will provide the nourishment, and what they will do, they will help to concentrate the testosterone hormone in seminiferous tubule, and the protein, that is inhibition protein, will suppress the follicle stimulating secretion. Here see children, one feedback mechanism is given. As you can see that the pituitary gland is basically responsible for two types of cells, that is serotyl cells and Leydig cells. Serotyl cell is responsible for the spermatogenesis as well as the inhibition cells, and Leydig cell is responsible for the hormone testosterone and for the development of the secondary accessory glands. So here children, when the production of testosterone or spermatogenesis will be more, then this inhibition hormone will provide the signal to the hypothalamus so that that level will be maintained. So both that serotyl cells and Leydig cells, they will maintain one balance for the proper functioning of the secondary development in the male reproductive organ. Next see children, we will study about the puberty in female. As you people are knowing, when we talk about the young cells, this Graafian follicle doesn't reach to the maturity, and when it will go for the puberty, at that time what happens, the age of that particular girls will be 10 to 15 years, and they will go for this particular menstruation phase. That is only the secondary development of the girls, or secondary reproductive organ of the girls, or the development of the secondary reproductive phase. Okay children, so this is also under control of your pituitary gland, that is by the gonad axis, and a variety of changes are going to take place. Next see children, what are the changes? The first important change is morphological, physiological and endocrinological changes takes place. Morphological means externally how it is visible, then physiological, what all physical changes are going to take place. Then endocrinology, children, this one is related to your hormonal change. Next point is your the accessory sex organs such as your uterus, vagina, muma, this all are going to be the secondary step for the secondary development of the reproductive organ in girls. Next, differentiation. Okay, the appearance, the body will become that height will not increase so much. Then pubic, axillary hair development will be there. Okay, children. Then enlargement of the breast is going to take place. Then ovulation in the menstruation cycle, that plays very important role in the puberty of the female. Next, children, the pituitary gland will secrete certain hormones such as your gonadotropic hormone, estrogen and progesterone. They will maintain the secondary sex character in the female individual. I hope, children, now you people got the difference between the puberty in male and puberty in female, and this too plays very important role in the secondary development of the reproduction phase of the organism. Hormones secreted by the female. The first hormone is follicle stimulating hormone. This one is basically stimulated by the Graafican follicles, and they will be also responsible for the estrogen by the follicles and menstruation of the ovum. Second one is your luteinizing hormone. This hormone is secreted for the ovulation purpose, that it stimulates the ovulation. It secretes the progesterone hormone from the corpus luteum, and during the pregnancy time it will helpful for the development of fetus in the uterus. Third important hormone is estrogen and progesterone. During the pregnancy time, it will develop the mammary gland. As you people are knowing, the mammary gland is only one mode by which the infant will get the nourishment. Okay, children? And they will be also responsible for the various regulation of the hormones. Corpus luteum, as you people are knowing, after the pregnancy, when the pregnancy will be carried out, after 280 days, what happens? The mother used to deliver the baby. When she used to deliver the baby, it secretes one hormone that is known as your relaxin hormone, that is your delivery hormone, and during that time, the baby of the birth of the baby will take place. Okay, children? Now we will see here one particular flow chart is given, how the hormone is going to be produced and what is the feedback mechanism. Anterior lobe of pituitary gland, that will secrete your luteinizing hormone or follicle stimulating hormone, that will secrete by the ovary. Then from ovary, estrogen and progesterone hormone, and from uterus it will be liberated out. Children, what is the amount of estrogen and progesterone is there? That will control by the hypothalamus. You have seen near the pituitary gland one hanging particular gland is there, that is known as your hypothalamus gland. So that plays very important role for the secretion purpose. Now, the next important topic, that is very important topic of your curriculum, known as your gametogenesis. The process by which gametes are produced by the gonads are called gametogenesis. So children, this phenomena is very important, and in both male and female case it will be called by different name. In particular, male it will be known as your spermatogenesis, as it will produce the sperm, and in female, as it is producing the ovum, so it will be known as your oogenesis. Okay, children, and they will transfer from one generation to the next generation. They will show one link. Okay, so they will carry definitely the genetic material from the parental body to the offspring. During this process, the germ cells undergo meiosis cell division, definitely. Okay, both ovum and sperm will go for the meiosis cell division. So, their numbers automatically it will reduce to the haploid. Now we will learn the spermatogenesis. It is a process for the formation of sperm from the germinal epithelium of the seminiferous tubules of testes. Okay. This germinal epithelium contains cuboidal, primordial germ cells, tall somatic cells called serotoid cells, and the nerve cells. These serotoid cells anchors the differentiating cells and provide the nourishment to the developing sperm. It involves the following two phases. that is formation of spermatides and formation of spermatozoa. Okay, the first phase, that is the phase of multiplication. In this phase definitely their number will be increased up and that one cell will divide into 2. From that 2 it will divide into 4. Okay children, it is also known as your stem cells or primary spermatocytes. Second phase, phase of growth. Once the cell had been divided, it will be enlarged in size. Third one, maturation phase. After that, it will be mature and it will be divided rapidly. Okay, children. Then formation of spermatozoa or metamorphosis of spermatides. In this phase, what will happen? The spermatides into spermatozoa is called as spermiogenesis. Then spermatozoa is also known as your sperms. Okay, they will be millions in numbers during the ejaculation. Okay, children. Then see their size, length will be increased definitely. Nucleus will be present, that will be in string form because it will lose the water. Nucleus sac will be there. They may have different shapes, but what is the basic structure? One head will be there, neck will be there and one tail will be there. They may consist of RNA, they may consist of DNA. They will be closely packed. Okay. Then the centrioles of the spermates get arranged one after the other and known as your proximal centriole and distal centriole. Okay, that the front portion is known as your proximal and the back portion is known as your distal centriole. Then mitochondrial spirals are present, known as your neck bank. Okay. Golgi complex may present in the form of your acrosome. Proacrosomal granules are also there. Okay children. See the structure. This is very important. This is your multiplication phase. As I said, this 2x, that is the primary germ cell, first will divide for the meiosis 1, that is it will be 2 in number. Then again it will go for the spermatogonia, that is it will divide again into 4. Out of that 4, which one will be the healthier one? That will go for the further division. That will be known as your growth phase. So it will enlarge and it will form the primary spermatocytes. Then the first division will be your first menstruation phase. Then after that it will again divide into 4 and it will form the 4 spermatides. And that 4 spermatides will go for the spermatogenesis. It will enlarge, it will form the tail, it will form the acrosomal head and it will form the sperm. Okay children, so this flow chart is very important, this diagram is very important. Go through properly and prepare the notes very well. Very important topic for your exam point of view.